The 10 players Man United are most likely to sign in the 2023 summer transfer window. Manchester United gave plenty of support to Erik ten Hag in the transfer market last summer, and after a fine first season, they must back him again to capitalize on all the progress that has been made. Despite finishing third in the Premier League and making it to the Carabao and FA Cup finals, weaknesses in the squad have been laid bare by some heavy beatings, particularly away from home. United will be looking to sign a world-class striker, an attacking midfielder, a goalkeeper and another centre-back so they can truly compete with Manchester City next season and try to land a First League title in 11 years. Mason Mount, Chelsea. Mount could well be United's first signing of the summer after the Red Devils accelerated a move for the midfielder, who is heading into the final year of his contract with Chelsea. He has had an injury-ravaged season, but a fresh start at a now stable United could serve him well, and he would give Ten Hag's side an extra edge in midfield, easing the burden on Bruno Fernandes and giving the team more energy than Christian Eriksen is able to offer. Harry Kane, Tottenham. Kane is the player United want to sign more than anyone else. There could not be a better guarantee of goals and assists than the man who has become Tottenham and England's record scorer and is on course to break Alan Shearer's Premier League scoring record. The England captain would also raise standards in the dressing room and allow them to take the next step in their transformation under Ten Hag. Kane wants to leave Tottenham after a horrendous season and has done nothing to quash the speculation as he moves into the final year of his contract. However, Daniel Levy resisted Kane's move to Manchester City in 2021, and the chairman will be the biggest obstacle to getting a deal over the line, demanding a fee in the region of £100 million despite the contract situation. Neymar, Paris Saint-Germain. Neymar's popularity at PSG has sunk to an all-time low and he is searching for a new club. United are one of the few clubs that could afford the Brazilian, who remains the most expensive player in the world following his £191 million move from Barcelona in 2017. PSG have offered Neymar to United and Ten Hag has not denied that the club are interested, remarking at a press conference last week, "When we have news we'll tell you." Neymar's injury record and his attitude problems might well concern United fans, but when fit he is still one of the most thrilling and decisive players in the world. He has scored 118 goals and provided 77 assists in 173 matches for PSG. Averaging more than a goal contribution per game. Declan Rice, West Ham. Rice is ready to leave West Ham after 5 excellent years of service, and United have shown interest in him for a long time. They would have been even more determined after Rice produced a dominant performance in West Ham's victory over United last month. They face a battle with Arsenal to get hold of the England midfielder and he will cost at least £80 million. But United could have one thing in their favour: Rice is best friends with Mount, and if the Chelsea midfielder completes a move to Old Trafford then there would be an extra incentive for the West Ham captain to follow him there. Victor Osimhen, Napoli. The Nigerian is the second best option after Kane and is one of the most wanted strikers in Europe after firing Napoli to Serie A glory. He also finished top of the scoring charts, with 26 goals. Osimhen is a very different profile to Kane and is most comfortable in the penalty area, scoring all manner of jaw-dropping goals thanks to his remarkable reflexes. He also has pace to burn and loves to take players on. It will take a fee in the region of £100 million to sign Osimhen, but he is 6 years younger than Kane and might turn out to be a better long-term option. Goncalo Ramos, Benfica. The Portugal striker was one of the breakout stars of the World Cup and has continued in the same vein for Benfica, firing his side to the league title with 19 goals. At the age of 21, Ramos has more longevity than Kane, although he would also cost around £100 million, with Benfica earning a reputation for making eye-watering profits from transfers in recent years. United have reportedly already begun negotiating with Ramos and Benfica, while his Portugal teammate Bruno Fernandes has given his backing to a hypothetical move to United, saying last month that Ramos has the potential to be one of the best strikers in the world. Randal Kolo Muani, Eintracht Frankfurt. The France international is another young and prolific striker United are keen on. Kolo Muani scored 15 goals and provided 11 assists in the Bundesliga for an inconsistent Eintracht side and helped fire them to the DFB Pokal final. He had a huge impact at the World Cup after a last-minute call-up by Didier Deschamps, scoring in the semi-final win against Morocco and almost snatching a last-gasp extra-time winner in the final against Argentina. United would need to spend around £80 million to convince Eintracht to sell the 24-year-old, but he has already proved himself in France and Germany as well as on the international stage, so it could be worth it in the end. Rasmus Højlund, Atlanta. The Denmark striker has drawn comparisons with Erling Haaland due to his athletic prowess, power and ruthless shooting ability. He has had a similar rise in prominence, averaging a goal every 2 games for Sturm Graz before being snapped up by Atlanta last summer for £14 million. He has scored 8 goals in his debut Serie A season and took international football by storm by scoring a hat-trick in his first start for Denmark in a Euro 2024 qualifier against Finland, following it up with 2 goals in his next game against Kazakhstan. Kim Min-jae, Napoli. With Harry Maguire on the fringes of the team and the club captain expected to depart in the summer, United are on the lookout for central defenders, and Kim is one of the best in Europe right now. The South Korea international is physically imposing yet composed on the ball and has just marshaled Napoli to the Serie A title, commanding the best defense in Italy. He is available for around £43 million, nearly half the amount United paid for Maguire in 2019. Bart Verbruggen, Anderlecht. Even though David De Gea is expected to stay and sign a new contract, it is clear that the Spaniard needs competition and that United need to be looking to the future and sign a goalkeeper who is confident playing out from the back. Step forward Verbruggen, who has become Anderlecht's number 1 this season and received his first call-up to the Netherlands squad at the age of 20. The Dutchman has attracted the attention of Ten Hag and could be a low-cost option and a bet on the future. Ideally, the youngster would learn from De Gea before taking the baton from him as the club's first-choice keeper in a couple of years.